Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to go through a straightforward routine of 5 or 6 exercises that you can use to build upper body strength for running. Runners are very good at developing leg strength because of the type of activity we use with the ground contact forces. We're going to develop a lot of muscular strength and endurance while we do our activity. When our foot hits the ground in terms of heel strike or foot contact with the ground, we're going to generate a lot of forces coming up through our body. The forces get transmitted up through your body by the bones and they get absorbed or dampened down by the muscles. So our muscles in our legs are constantly getting worked, stressed and strained, and therefore adapt and become much better at developing the ability to produce force and to dampen down the forces coming up from the ground. However, during running, there's not a whole lot of force developing from our upper body. But we know that using our arms and our arm swing that we can develop some force if we have the strength. So these 6 exercises are what I use at the beginning of my training program to develop a little bit of upper body strength to aid with the strength that I'm developing in my legs as I'm doing my running. The first exercise I use is just a straightforward shoulder press, standing with the legs a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, just taking the kettlebell up in line with your chest, 2 hands on, and then what I'm going to do is just push it straight up and down. So like all our exercises, we try and exhale on the effort. So every time you're pushing up or lifting, you're breathing out and breathe in as you drop it down. And I'll go for about 12 of those. That's it, get those elbows in. So as I bring it down, try and get the elbows all the way into the midline and then lock them out fully when it goes up. Second exercise I use, this is going to develop strength across the posterior part of the shoulder and across the upper back muscles into the lats. So what I'm going to do is just a bent over one arm row. So I stand in kind of a elongated half lunge position. I take the weight up and from there I'm just going to pull that kettlebell up towards my armpit. So I'll get 12 on one side and then don't forget to get 12 on the opposite side. That's it, get that elbow to point up towards the ceiling. As you pull it up, try and get that elbow to point up as high as you can. From there, the next exercise I use is just a straightforward bicep curl. So holding that kettlebell there, and then we're just going to curl the kettlebell up and down. So on this one, I'm trying to keep my elbows in by the midline, try and tuck them in, keep them nice and close to the side of your body, and then just curl that kettlebell up and down. Remembering to exhale on the effort, and then drop it as you come down. If that works the anterior part of the arm, the next exercise is going to work the posterior part. So it's a tricep extension. So holding the kettlebell with 2 hands apart, I bring it up. Get the elbows in, close to your head. Try and keep your biceps in, touching your ears, and then just extend it right up and down. That's it, so go right up and down. Again, we're going to try and get 12 of these. Good. The next exercise then is going to work across the anterior part of the shoulder and into the chest. So I'm going to lay back flat for this one. I'm going to take the kettlebell and I'm going to do what we call a pullover exercise. So holding the kettlebell up, and then from there I'm going to drop it down behind my head, taking a deep breath in, and then breathe out and lifting up. So drop it down. That's good. Don't forget to breathe in as you drop down and out as you pull up. That's it, good. And relax. And now from there, just because I'm down in that position, although it's not strictly an upper body exercise, it is going to add to that leg strength is by developing a little bit of core or abdominal strength. So just holding the kettlebell there, I'll go up into 12 sets of ab curls. So just straight up. That's it. And again, On this one, I just want to get those shoulder blades off the ground. Once my shoulder blades come off the ground, that means I'm up about 30 degrees of flexion, and that's all you need to contract that rectus abdominis at the front. If you go up any higher, you're just asking your hip flexor or psoas muscle for some engagement, and that's not the muscle that we're trying to develop when we're doing our ab curls. So that's it on those exercises. 6 very straightforward, very easy exercises to do. Will absolutely give you some upper body development of strength. You don't even have to get changed into your running gear. I sometimes do these when I'm in my office, when I'm in my clinic. If I have a little bit of time between patients, I might just get 1 or 2 sets. I could do this 3 or 4 sets of these throughout the day. You don't have to have them all packed together. You don't have to get a sweat on. All you need to do is stress those muscles, get a little bit of muscular development, and that's what we're looking for with this type of exercise. Remember guys, run far, run fast, but most of all, run sensible.